It takes courage, it takes faith to have a sound decision to remain on track. If you don't have that courage, if you don't have that faith, you will not be able to stand firm when there are storms of life around you. If you don't have courage, if you don't have faith, you won't be able to stand when everybody is against you. If you don't have that courage, if you don't have that faith, you won't be able to stand even when you see everything around you turning against you, everything around you turning into negativity, because it takes courage to see far. It takes faith to see far, because faith and courage are the evidences of Hello, good evening, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Okocha Happy Marcel. Today I want to speak with you about the frustration that men go through. The frustration that men go through. I know there are a lot of frustrations as far as we are living in this world where things are not working, even according to how you think or according to how God made it to be. But on today's video, I want to talk about one particular frustration that almost everybody do go through. But by the way, this is a beautiful background, a beautiful nature, a beautiful flower at my back there. I love the background. All right, what could this frustration be? In every man's life, at a point in time, you will realize that your ability, your passion, your potency, the things you are doing is not commensurate to the result you are getting. This is a frustration that I have seen, ranging from the elders down to the children. A lot of time, we complain, we grieve in our heart because we are not seeing the result of the input we are putting in all our endeavors. Some people have graduated, they have degrees, but they have not, they have not been given opportunity to exercise the value they have in them. So many people are orators, they can talk, but they have not seen symposium, they have not seen opportunity where they can even talk to people. So many people can preach very well, but they have not been invited to any place to preach. This is a frustration that men are going through. So many people learn how to do one thing or the other, but they have not been given the opportunity, the motivation, or the helping hand for them to bring out their ability, their value for the whole world to see. If you are a graduate, if you have some values in you, if you have so many great things around you, and you are feeling that, oh, all these things, I knew I can do it, but I don't know the reason why I am not seeing the result. The problem is not only yours. The problem is not only yours. I want you to understand the time that we are living in this world. There is time for everything. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. If you must have studied the life of Jesus Christ, you could realize that at the age of 12, he went to the synagogue. And after that age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to 20 to 30 years, what was Jesus Christ doing? No record. In other words, he was like somebody on the background. He was silenced, preparing for 3 years ministry he have to do on earth. So, you may have the ability to teach, and you see somebody teaching you, doesn't even know more than you. Don't worry about that. Your time has not come. When your time comes, when your appointed time comes, you are going to manifest. So when you are seeing people doing so many things you are doing, you could say that, oh, I have the ability to do things more than these people. Don't worry about that. Only thing you have to do is to prepare yourself, because your time is going to come. When your time comes, you are going to manifest it. So many people are aged to get married, some boys, some girls, but they are asking themselves, am I not worthy of marriage? Am I not worthy to be in a relationship? Am I not worthy to have a home of my own? Yes, not that you are not worthy, not that you are not qualified to have a marriage of yours, not that you are not qualified to have a good and beautiful home of yours, but time happeneth to them all. This is what I want you to realize today, that there is time for everything. That something that has not happened to you does not mean that the thing will never happen to you. Yeah. If, for example, now you are building a house. Now you have the money to build a house, but when you release the money to the contractor, that does not get your house done. You have the financial ability to build a house, but you have to give the money to the contractor, and the contractor will start little by little to construct the house. And at the appointed time, when the contractor will finish constructing this house, you will have your own beautiful home. Now, you having that money does not mean you automatically have a house. Everything in life is all about process. Don't worry, even though you have the degree, you have the ability, you can do this, you can do that, and you are lying there frustrated, and you are seeing things are not going well with you, don't worry, it's not your problem. It's not that God abandoned you, but it is an indication that you are still preparing and your time has not come. So, I want you to behold your courage, because during this time that it seems that frustrations are trying to creep in secretly, at night, in the day, you started thinking so many negative things around you. Only thing that you could do to get rid of this is to behold courage. It takes courage, it takes faith to have a sound decision to remain on track. If you don't have that courage, if you don't have that faith, you will not be able to stand firm when there are storms of life around you. If you don't have courage, if you don't have faith, you won't be able to stand when everybody is against you. If you don't have that courage, if you don't have that faith, you won't be able to stand even when you see everything around you turning against you, everything around you turning into negativity, because it takes courage to see far. It takes faith to see far, because faith and courage are the evidences of things that we have not seen. But we just have the boldness, the courage that tomorrow will be better. You know, faith attracts things that you desire in your inward mind. When you see things around you and you are having it in your mind that, no, I know my tomorrow will be greater. I know my tomorrow will be great. I know my tomorrow will be awesome. Why? Because I know the future that God holds for me. I might not know what tomorrow might be 100%, but God knows what tomorrow will be for me. So when you are having all this courage, it will make you to take a decision. The decision, like the decision of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego took in the book of Daniel. You know, the courage that Daniel took when they threw him into the lion's den. This courage, you know, is a faith that entails that you remain on track no matter what you are going through. It is a courage, it is a faith that makes you to believe what God has finished at your end, even though you are just starting. So I want you to behold your courage and faith in making your decision. Do not make a permanent decision in a temporal condition. A lot of people have made a permanent decision about their life to abandon their marriage in a temporal condition. A lot of people have made a permanent decision to abandon God, to abandon a family, to abandon a church, to abandon their children in a temporal situation. It is uncalled for. It is not fair. You don't need to abandon things that are just permanent because of a temporal situation. We have time, we have seasons in this life. And when you look at the time and season of life, you will realize that no situation is permanent. So you don't have to leave everything because you have a challenge. You know that challenge will not last forever. The ultimate measure of a man is not the time of his adversities. I understood. I know about this frustration we are going through. But you know what? God knows whom you are. God knows the person he created. God knows everything about you. And he says, my plans for you is to give you a beautiful future. A future filled with glory. A future filled with honor. So what you need to have this beautiful future, I know you are dreaming about it. I know you have it in your mental image. Only thing you have to do to have this great future is to believe in God. Is to work hard. Have courage. Do what you want to do. Just have courage. Stay on track. Make the right decision. Don't forget that every decision you make today will determine how your tomorrow will be. So be careful on how you make some decisions in this life. And when you do that, you will see good things happening around you. You will see the glory of God around you. And God will bless you. Because it takes courage and faith to know that God exists in this troubled world. When you will see everything around you and you are asking, is there God? It takes courage and faith to bring the manifestations of God around you. In every situation, God is saying something. Thank you for having time to listen to this video. My name is Okocha Marcel. Shalom.